Egypt 2-1 Nigeria. Zizo inspires Pharaohs as Super Eagles take lesson into Afcon 2025 in Morocco. The Super Eagles of Nigeria suffered a narrow 2-1 defeat to host Egypt in an international friendly at the Cairo International Stadium, a result that sends both teams into the Afcon, that is the African Cup of Nations, with valuable lessons and renewed motivation. Despite the absence of talismanic star Mohamed Salah, who plays for Liverpool FC in England, and Victor Osimhen, who currently plays for Galatasaray in Turkey, the encounter still carried the intensity, tactical intrigue, and emotional edge of an Afcon contest. For Pharaoh, it was proof of depth and adaptability. For Nigeria, it was a timely test of new ideas, fresh faces, and returning stalwarts ahead of the continental showpiece. The two teams, the Pharaoh of Egypt and the Super Eagles of Nigeria found a lifeline just before halftime. A dangerous Zizo Senesi's free kick was poorly dealt with by Egyptian defender, and Chidozie Awaziem reacted quickest to turn the loose ball into the net. They will underline Nigeria's aerial presence and ability to punish defensive lapses, qualities that will be vital at Afcon. The equalizer also reflected the influence of Paul Onuachu, whose physical presence unsettled Egyptian defenders, forcing errors and creating space for teammates. Second half control and familiar story. Egypt emerged from the break with renewed intent and restored their lead just 7 minutes into the second half. Once again, Zizo was the architect. His precise delivery picked out Mustafa Mohamed, whose efforts slipped through the gloves of the Nigerian goalkeeper, that is Ahmed Sayed, who was substituted in for Stanley Nwabali, giving Egypt a decisive advantage. Nigeria secured the defensive midfield, supported by Dele Bashiru, Raphael Onyedika, and debutant Ebenezer Akinsemeru, who impressed in the 45-minute outing with composure and discipline. In the attack, Paul Onuachu led the line, supported by Chidera Ejuke, whose dribbling caused problems but lacked end products. Onuachu's strength and hold-up play were evident, while Ejuke showed flashes of creativity. Although neither found the net, their contribution played a role in Nigeria's goal. Debutants, returns, and positive ahead of Afcon. The match also offered valuable minutes to several players like Amos Obasege, earned his first cap after replacing Nwabali at halftime, making a milestone movement for the goalkeeper. Returnees Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Igo Ogbu, and Paul Onuachu were tested under competitive conditions. Akinsemeru debut stood out as one of the positives, giving fans a glimpse of Nigeria's midfield future. Looking ahead, Egypt will next face Zimbabwe on December 22, while Nigeria